Hi guys, I decided to do one more video response just to save my fingers from typing. And sometimes I feel like I express myself better talking to people than I do necessarily writing on a screen. So basically, I just want to talk about the major themes that I've noticed in this class and just wanted to talk about some of my takeaways in addition to my summary of learning, which most of you know is very interesting since I talk about having two husbands and, well, I only have the one. So anyway, some of my major takeaways in this class is that technology is not the answer. I know, strange, right? Technology in education, educational technology, I mean, EDTC 400, right? Like, we're talking about education and technology. It's not the answer. However, it can help create a better learning environment, and it can help effective teachers cater their teaching practice to those students who might have special needs, or can just basically level the playing field, give the students who need a boost, and help those other ones learn at their own pace. You can tailor your educational practice to your students a lot easier with technology. On that note, there are a few caveats, if you will. We should moderate our use of technology. It can affect our sleep patterns. It can affect how our healthy lifestyles, like we can become more sedentary and exercise less. So, like, just moderation, social media, tech use in general, screen time, moderate. Learn to appreciate your life and to, literally stop and smell the roses if you see them. Mine are buried under snow. We got a couple inches today. But, we can appreciate the beauty of that snow and not necessarily from just behind a phone screen. On top of that, as teachers, we need to think critically about the technology we're implementing before we implement it. We need to see, what kind of information about our students it's sharing, or how it will help learning in our classroom, or how it would help individual students. All that we need to think about before we jump right into implementing a specific technological tool in our classroom. On top of that, technology use can improve, can lead to our students being good digital citizens early on in life instead of being internet trolls on Facebook or Twitter. And we can help them create portfolios and their resume and a working website for them that, makes them very hireable, or shows that that they care about their footprint, especially in the age of where bosses are, checking our digital footprints when they're hiring us. I know some of my bosses follow me on Twitter, so which Twitter is my professional it's my professional social media. I don't really use it for personal use, but still, they are, my bosses are there and like my posts and everything else. So we need to be aware that bosses are checking in with that kind of stuff, and social media is so intimately tied with our everyday life and along with our work life. On top of that, like I said, technology has the potential to create equity or an equitable environment in our classrooms, but it's how we implement it. And it does not replace solid pedagogies and proven teaching practices. It can supplement those things, but it can't replace, an effective teacher in a classroom knowing the needs of the students and motivating those students and answering questions and all that jazz. It's a supplemental tool. It's not a, here you go, here is all this technology, and you're now great learners. It's not like that. It is more a tool that I, as a teacher, can use to help students in my classroom and to improve my classroom environment. I've talked about that. On top of that, there is no magic technology. Like, just to sum up everything, there's no magic technology. It can't replace us and as teachers can't replace us. But we need to teach our students how to effectively use technology for today and tomorrow's workforce. We need to teach them to think critically about the information they're consuming. We need to teach them to think critically about the information that they're sharing, especially with the Cambridge Analytica thing going on right now and how much information they have stolen from Facebook users. My students need to be aware of what they're sharing and who is receiving that information, not only in social media, but in the tools that we're using every day as teachers or as consumers. They need to be aware of how a free service makes their money. Because an app for free is not just free; they're making money somehow. So we need to teach our students to think critically about all of that as users. And I really, really enjoyed this class. I learned a lot. Sorry I'm so behind on blog posts, but I really learned a lot even after taking, back when I took it was ECMP 355. I still learned a lot, and it made me think critically about a lot of things going on in my own life and my own teaching practice. So I hope you enjoyed my second video, and I hope it's less quirky than my first one, than my summary of learning. Anyway, have a happy day and keep learning.